Hi everyone, this is Ann Huffman, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to access the Samantha font, and one of her others that I fell in love with was the Glyphs. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but I'm going to show you how to do that in Silhouette Studios and in Inkscape because it's pretty much the same. So I'm going to start here with the Silhouette Studios, and then I'll click over to Inkscape and show you how to do them there. This is the Samantha font. I think it's more famous for all of these glyphs that are stacked like this. The font that I fell in love with, the Glyphs, has all of the swirls and the loops and stuff that is in there, but both are made by Laura Worthington. So this is the Samantha, and I want to say that it's on sale most of the time for $17. This one I think was like maybe $22, and it's a family of it, meaning that you get the upright, the italic, there's different looks to it, but it does have these glyphs that we call the swirls and the swoosh and all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to click on this, and I guess I move it over here to the side so that you can see it a lot better. So there's a couple of things that you want to do. One, go ahead and open up your textile panel so that it's available. And then you want to click on the text tool. And when you do that, go ahead and type whatever your word is. I like to type my word first before I actually select the font. So in the spirit of the holidays, I'll type Merry Christmas. I need to spell it. Merry Christmas. And I'll go ahead and do Happy New Year, because I'm going to get some different looks for different letters. So this is what we have now. And I will go ahead and duplicate it so I can do one in Samantha and the one down here. So now, and this is what you do. We're going to start with Samantha first, and I am one that like to see color. So I'm going to click on my color palette. I'm sort of running out of room here because I like my line color to be the same color as my fill. But I need this textile to stay up. So the first thing that you want to do is I'm going to go ahead and ungroup these because I'm going to resize them. That's why I'm ungrouping them. And let's see here. And let's go ahead here. And the line color, I want it to be the same, because it defaults to red that you see here. That's the default on it. So for this, yeah, they are also. I just thought about something. I have the beta version of the software, and once I give it color, for some reason it will not let me get back into the text style. So I'm going to have to do it a little bit differently. So let me just go back one more step from where I ungrouped it. And I think it's all together now. So we'll leave it at that. So you double click it, type whatever your text is, and then select all of it. And you can either go here to the top and type in Samantha, and usually you only have to type a couple of the letters. And this one is finished with Samantha italic. It went back. Italic. And that means it's going to have that slight slant to it. And it also populates over here in the textile box. I like this better because it says Samantha Italic, and I can click this arrow down button and I can pick the Italic Pro or the upright Pro. And you'll see the difference in those in just a minute. So I have to remember which one I'm using. So I think I'm going to go with Upright Pro so that I can remember it. This is what it looks like. And most people think that they're done at this point, but you actually are not. Now what you want to do is, if you have the Designer Plus, I think it is, and I have the Business Edition for sure here, you can click on the little icon in the middle, looks like a script, and that's the one that's going to give you all of these different glyphs for that particular font. So I'm going to go back here and double click it. Well, actually, now let's see. Please let me get some color in here. And let me double click it. Okay, great, cool. So I'm going to change the letter M. So highlight which letter you want to change. This is the foundation, I guess you can look at. This is the basic script without all of the fancy glyphs that go along with it. But when you want those glyphs, you pick which letter. And again, depending on your edition in Silhouette, you can find it. Well, at the top of the list are the numbers, and then just the Upright Pro, the regular font. But as you scroll down, keep scrolling, it starts to get to the fancier letters, and these are the fancy A's. And I'm going to go down here and see, where am I at now? I'm at G. The uppercase are next. And then it's the lowercase letters. So now we have the M's. And so when I move it over, this is the regular one that you see on the screen now. I can have that style. I can get this style, this one. I can come down. I've got some more that I can choose from, and say I like this one. So I'm just going to click on it. And now I have that one there. With the letter, let me do all my uppercase first, and let me go back up to C and see which fancy C's are there. That one has something underneath that I don't like, and that's kind of plain for me, so I'll pick this one. Now I have this fancy C that's going on, and let's find the letter Y. So I'm in uppercase. So let me go down to lowercase. So I'm in U, uppercase, X, Y, Z. Now I'm into the lowercase. So D, let's see, I, K. Okay, I've got a ways to go. Maybe that looks like it was a Q. Let's see. T, U. Okay, so I'm getting closer to it. W. And here are my fancy Y's. The letter Y. That I can select. This one. Or this one. And that gives me that little fancy Y that I selected there. And that's what you would do for all of these. Now, if you don't have the upgraded edition, you can still access them. You're just going to do them a different way. And I'll use Happy New Year as the example. So I'm going to double click on it, and I'll highlight the H. And there's two ways to do it. If you have Windows 10, you have a program called Character Map. And if you type in that lower left-hand corner, that's what's going to pop up is character map. And once you install the font and you go to character map, you will then have to search for the Samantha font. Let me just show you. I thought it was going to give me the default. I guess I picked the other one. The character map font, the letters are so small it's hard for me to see them. So I found this program, and it's called Character Map UWP, and it's free. And what I like about it is it allows me to see these glyphs in a larger setting. I picked Samantha Upright Pro, so it's showing me all of these. So if I click here, I can see it larger, and that really helps me out. And I think we said the letter H. So I'm going to go back up. Remember, at the beginning are the regular letters. So this is what that H is looking like right now. Here, we click back over. No, it doesn't. It's interesting. Which one do I have? Oh, let's see. Samantha Upright Pro. So let me go back and make sure. Samantha Upright Pro. So I guess it must be some other ones in here. That's it. Now let's look. Yes, that's the one. So we're going to go back here because I don't want the standard one. I want to get one of the fancier ones there. So I could pick, I personally like this look, but I know everyone likes these for Samantha. So all I have to do is click copy it and then come back to the Silhouette program, highlight the letter that I want to change, make sure I have the right font up there, and then just click paste. And now I have it. And I want the letter N to be different. So I'm going to go back to that and let me find the N that I want. If that's, still your style, my preference would be this. But I guess in selecting it, you sort of have to decide, are you going to have room to do what you want to do? But I've highlighted the letter here. I am using the right font, and I'm just going to click paste. I know what I didn't do. And I'm sure you all caught it, was I did not say copy text, and it told me it copied it. So now I can just go here and click paste, and I have it. But you see what I mean with this one? It's overshadowing the P and the Y. So I'll go back once more. And I guess I'm stuck now with this one. So I'll pick this style and just say paste. And I would have to go backspace. Go here. And I need to get right there, maybe to space my word around some. So that's the program that you could use if you don't have the upgrade over here. Now, I'll show you why I love this one so much, and Giovanni. So let me, first thing is to get with you have to be on that font for it to work. There you go. So, and there's a lot of space in between. When you are finished selecting all of your glyphs, then right click on it and convert it to a path. And at that point, I guess I can ungroup. Should have done that first. And it's going to be less space in there. It's more true to what the spacing is. If you convert it to a path first, you will not have access to the text, because converting to a path says that it's now a path or an object. It's like all this extra space that we see here. If I ungroup it, I think this is my beta is the reason that it won't let me double click to come back to it. But that's the steps that you use so that, and I'm going back some steps here, back one more, so that you don't have all of this dead space in here. When you're done, convert it to a path. So anyway, I have this font now, so I'm going to find I'm going to change the color of it. And change, well, you can see it probably a lot. So now I'll do M, and I'm going to that character map UWP, and I need to change it from the Samantha font. And I think I can click there and just click on G. Now, unfortunately, with this, it is not alphabetical, and I really don't know. There we go. What order it's in, but it's not alphabetical. So now I'm on the Giovanni, and that's the regular M that I have, but I'm going down because I want to get something fancier than that. And let's see, JKL, this is my M, and I'll say copy to text and come back over here and paste it. And like I say, everybody has their preference. So that's how you would do these. The same for any of them. If they have glyphs that come with them, it's going to show up here. It will also show up in the character map. So that's how these are done in Silhouette Studios. Let me go over to Inkscape now and show you all. And it's basically the same thing. You just type in your words and copying it and pasting it. But let's go to Inkscape and let me show you. I have the same thing over here so that we can take a look at it and see. I'll move it over to the side. I'm going to click on the text icon and type in here. Go here, Samantha. I think I'll do the Italic Pro this time. Italic Pro. So now I'm going to just hold down my control key, make it bigger so that we can see it. And so with it, I'm going to double click and highlight the letter H, and I'm on the Italic Pro. So I will go back to that character map, and I'm going to click on this letter to get back to my Samantha's. Samantha Upright Pro, Italic Pro. So now that was my M. So I want to go down here and get to the fancier ones. And this is the one here. Copy to text. Go back to Inkscape and paste. And now, oh, Jesus, come on, pay attention, Ann. Oh. H is what I had. Okay, so let's find this fancy H. Text, go back to Inkscape and paste. Now you have all of those. And that's what you would do for any of them that you want. Just highlight that particular letter, because usually, well, whatever letter you want to pick. So I won't even go into that usually. So now I'm looking for the lowercase r. And I think I'm in lowercase now. Yes, yes. Sorry if I'm going too fast for some of your eyes. I'm trying to quickly get through this. P, Q, and these are the R's. So I could pick this R, copy it, and paste, and I'd have that fancy there. Back and pick a different one. No, that wasn't the one I picked. I thought copy text. Okay, copied and paste. And it's still picking a different one. I have no Samantha Italic Pro. Samantha Italic Pro. That is odd that it is not selecting it. Very odd. Let me try edit paste and see if that does. No, I'm still stuck with, I don't know why it's not selecting that. It did this one fine. I don't know if my, how to clear my, clipboard from inside of here. So I don't know if paste in place. Paste in place. Nope, it's still doing that. So I'm going to try one last thing, and that's to manually do control. It should be copied, control V. Nope, it's doing the same thing. So I don't know why it's picking this one, because clearly you see that I'm not picking it. I don't even know that it has that. It's like it's stuck on something else. Let's pick this and see if it changes. It's crazy, isn't it? Now it picked that one. So something is off somewhere from Samantha Italic Pro. I have that one selected, but that's clearly not the one I picked over here. So something isn't quite right between these two that I've selected, but I know I have it. So, but anyway, that's how it goes. That's exactly how you do it. You simply type what you want, pick your font out, and then find the matching glyph that goes along with it. If you are, I'm holding the control key down to shrink it down some. If you are a design space user, this is text, and text in Inkscape does not get along well with design space from what I read from some of you. So I think that what you have to do is to go to Object, highlight your text. I think you ungroup it even though nothing moved, and do Path Union, but obviously at the end, Object to Path, in order for it to accept it, because it needs to see it as an object. And it doesn't, because down at the bottom it still says it's a path. And what that means is, if you don't have Samantha installed in your computer, when you open it up in Design Space, you're going to get a text error because it doesn't have this. And I don't remember exactly what those steps are, because it should be simple as object to path, but it's saying no object. So that's something you'll have to troubleshoot yourself. But I just showed you how to change to these glyphs. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always post them, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching.